She's a racist teacher, right? She's going to keep her job, though, anyway, after she harassed fellow staff. America, look at your life. Sycamore Community Schools, southwestern Ohio. She's suspended. She's a teacher there. Danielle Scrase got suspended for 15 days after investigating a complaint about bizarre and discriminatory behavior she displayed at a school board meeting in September 2024. Now, according to the Cincinnati Enquirer, Scrase has worked for the Sycamore school system since 1999 and is president of the Sycamore Education Association, a position she was appointed to in 2017. I wonder how many other people wanted that gig. Here's what else we can tell you. Two witnesses reported hearing 54-year-old Scrase make racist statements about Sycamore High School principal Taylor Porter, who leads the school where she works. While Porter was taking pictures with members of the Black Student Union after they delivered a presentation to board members about a networking event they attended featuring historically Black colleges and universities, Scrase reportedly said this: "Oh, look, an incompetent Black man taking a photo, and incompetent Black man shouldn't be in the picture." During the meeting, Scrase also texted a colleague, "You know you're a joke, right? And you're lucky to have your job and pay." Well, who was she? Oh, that's who she was talking about. That's who she was talking about. On top of that, surveillance video obtained by WCPO captured Scrase pulling her pants down 2 different times while she was on her way to the bathroom. The hell? Honestly.
Why?
We got to do further investigation on this because something's going on. They have it right there. And thank you. I'm going to thank the team for pausing this, make a still out of it. We don't need to see more. We don't need to advance the footage. But we can tell you, records say she exposed her bare buttocks while walking towards the restroom. District initially suspended Scrase from her job for 45 days without pay. Scrase, though, challenged the decision. Said, "You can kiss mine, okay? Here's what I'm gonna do, right? I'm not going for that." Also never denied the accusations, though, of indecent exposure, but said she went to a different area of the building where the board meeting was held and that no one else was around when she pulled her pants down. Ma'am, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Is this not bizarre? Right. Racist was the headline, but there's some other stuff going on here. It's very, very bizarre. Now, in a letter to district officials, she said the complaint about her conduct contains inaccuracies. It omits information, takes events out of context, and totally disregards my testimony. Concerning her comments about Porter, Scrase admitted to calling him incompetent, but said it was a description, and then disputed the claim that her statements were motivated by race. It was spoken quietly to myself and was not within earshot of any family members in the audience because their chairs were several feet away from where I was sitting and being racist. I added that part. Scrase wrote in her appeal. Some background, she added, "I grew up in an Italian family where talking aloud to oneself is part of our culture." You're just going to talk to yourself.
They be racist as hell.
Yeah. What are you? And if I'm a family member, I'm telling you right now, don't bring us into this. Okay, we said back then that there was something going on with you. That's my speculation. And a Black Star with some of these bizarre details, as we said. Now, the district had previously determined that Scrase needlessly invoked Mr. Porter's race for no apparent purpose other than to suggest it is linked to his alleged incompetence, adding that that kind of statement might play into the pernicious stereotype that Black people, and in particular Black leaders, are incompetent because they are Black. DEI, DEI, DEI. I just call it, I can't help it. It's like I just can't help calling it out. This is what she's really doing. Witnesses also reported that Scrase smelled like alcohol during the meeting and questioned whether that was the cause of her strange behavior. Well, that's the first thing that made a little sense when you're talking about the bathroom and stuff, although not alleged at the same time. But we're not going to pin it on the alcohol. Seemed like she may have been under the influence of drugs or alcohol. The parent wrote to the district. She was slurring her speech, jumped into a photo with my child, even though she was not involved with my students' group. Even attempted to kiss our student's advisor. In response to those claims, Scrase submitted a doctor's note revealing her prescription for muscle relaxants and said she unknowingly consumed a mixed drink. Ma'am, stop yourself now. She says that mixed drink may have contributed to feelings of intoxication. She later admitted to drinking bourbon before the meeting. Get it while you can with the
Bourbon and
tariffs.
muscle
I think.
relaxants.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, Miss Scrase? After Sycamore School Superintendent Chad Lewis ordered her suspension, Scrase filed a grievance against him, claiming he has a history of retaliatory behavior against her. School board agreed to a compromise. Well, they just don't want to deal with this lady. Get her out of here. Scrase would dismiss her complaint against Lewis as long as she promised never to talk about it again. She seems a bit unhinged. I don't know that she can make that promise, not truthfully. She also must attend counseling sessions and undergo an independent medical evaluation by a medical professional with substance use training. In exchange, the district would knock her 45-day suspension down to 15 and expunge her personnel records of any complaints about her inappropriate behavior. So she returned to work January 23rd. Okay? This is how these races get passed around too, because if there's nothing in your record, then another organization, another district will pick her up eventually, but she's still employed here, Sycamore School District. Several parents and community members leveled questions against the district at a March 4th school board meeting about why Scrase was even allowed to keep her job. How many of you would still have your job if you walked into your place of work drunk, exposed yourself, bullied a female coworker via text message, and made a racially charged comment? Parent Brad Comerford said, adding he would take this issue to the NAACP. If my kids aren't included and protected, we'll go somewhere else, Ronnie Hill said. We specifically chose this district because it was a very diverse population. Yes, and that is ticking Miss Scrase off, okay? She does not like it. That we can tell from her comments. In a statement about the backlash, Sycamore School said they understand the importance of addressing these matters with transparency and accountability. We want to reaffirm our commitment to fostering a school environment where every student and staff member is treated with dignity and feels respected, valued, supported. Statement read in part. To that end, our district prohibits discrimination based on race, color, or any other legally protected classification. What about the mooning in the hallway? Mr. Superintendent, are you going to make a statement about that and what the district tolerates and doesn't tolerate? Jackson, I don't know what to make of this messy lady, but she's messy as hell. And
Just a little ratchet.
Ratchet, okay? But I didn't think they'd take her on Love and Hip Hop because she's just doing too much even for that show.
Real Housewives of whatever, Real Housewives of Atlantis. Or
Phaedra's back.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
She's just a little ratchet. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? And I can relate to that because I'm a little ratchet myself. So, you know how it is when you get a little bourbon in you just want to pull down your pants and let your bare ass breathe.
No, I don't.
Inside of a skull. Oh, you don't know how that is? You don't know how that is?
Only from what I see with Miss Scrase.
That's what happens every time I drink some bourbon. I just,
okay.
I mean, the school district doesn't care. Like, that's why she did get kicked out. But obviously, she's like, oh, another one of those unqualified black men in a position they shouldn't be. I don't want to look at it. Take it out. I don't want to look at it. Get it out of my sight. Pass me the bourbon. She throw the muscle relaxers in that cup while you at it. You know what I'm saying?
Are you?
I don't want to be here.
Are you amazed at the amount of excuses? She blamed her Italian heritage and her family, who I envision, again, just making gnocchi and minding their own business. She's the outlier here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why she brought up the Italians as if that helps her, because if you know anything about Italians, they've been pretty historically racist. They don't like black people very much at all. I mean, obviously I can't speak for all of them, but that's kind of a trope. Like, it's just kind of a thing. But so that didn't help her either. But yeah, again, she's just a little ratchet, and the school district hired her, so they got to deal with it. And apparently everybody else got to deal with it too.
Yeah. I just hate that they expunged her personnel record, because she's going to mess up again. And let me hit you with one last question. Just yes or no, please. Just yes or no. Will the counseling work here?
No.
All right.
No,
All right.
I was gonna say maybe, but if I had to choose between yes or no, I would guess
right.
no.
It's not going to work. And you are
she done made
correct.
it this far in
There
life.
is.